Centuries ago, Portuguese sailors christened her La Ilha Formosa, the beautiful island. Home to ancient temples, incomparable natural beauty, exotic Chinese pageantry, and warm-hearted people who welcome strangers as friends. A kaleidoscope of brilliant images, the treasures of Taiwan. The Republic of China on Taiwan lies 100 miles east of mainland China. With an area of 14,000 square miles, the main island of Taiwan is about twice the size of the big island of Hawaii. Travelers arrive at the international airport approximately 20 miles from Taiwan's capital city, Taipei. Flight time from Los Angeles and Europe is approximately 12 hours. Travelers from Japan reach Taiwan in approximately 3 hours. Archaeologists believe Malaysian Aborigines appeared in Taiwan thousands of years ago. By the year 500 AD, Chinese immigrants had established trading posts on the island. During the 15th century, Taiwan was a haven for Chinese and Japanese traders. Later, at the end of the 19th century, the Japanese governed the island. As a concession after World War II, Japan returned Taiwan to the Chinese. In 1949, when the Communist Party gained control of the Chinese mainland, Chiang Kai-shek moved the national government to Taiwan. Today, Taiwan is recognized as an international trading and business center. 20 million people of Chinese and Aborigine descent make their home in Taiwan. Mandarin Chinese is the official language. Taiwanese and other local dialects are also spoken. Most younger people speak some English as a second language. Religion plays a vital role in Taiwanese culture. Buddhism and Taoism are the most widely practiced faiths, sharing many rituals and ceremonies. Many residents follow the teachings of Confucius, while some of the island's Aboriginal people are Christians. In the bustling capital city, Taipei, 3 million people reside. The city has made a reputation for itself as a convention capital of East Asia. The International Convention Center and the new Taipei World Trade Center attract thousands of businesses each year. But behind the 20th century facade, centuries of Chinese heritage and tradition exist. A source of great pride is the National Palace Museum. On display are 700,000 ancient Chinese treasures, some dating back over 4,000 years. The collection was brought to Taiwan from the Forbidden City after Chiang Kai-shek moved to Taiwan. After World War II, the priceless artifacts were moved by train, wagon, oxen, and sampan. Amazingly, not a single piece was damaged. In the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, an impressive bronze figure of Chiang reigns over 62 acres of landscaped grounds. In the shadow of the memorial, early risers practice Tai Chi, a combination of meditation, exercise, and dance. The Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall is dedicated to the father of the Republic of China. Witness the dignified changing of the guard taking place here every hour. Visible traces of Taiwan's Chinese heritage remain throughout the city, reminiscent of one of the world's oldest cultures. Experience the exotic splendor and mystery in the city's oldest and most striking temple, Long San, dedicated to Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy. The shrine welcomes Taoist worshippers as well, a classic example of the Buddhist and Taoist spirit of tolerance, cooperation, and peace. Throughout Taipei, visitors find temples dedicated to the great sage Confucius, the teacher of all generations. Made in Taiwan. To the world, these words signify millions of manufactured goods each year. Whatever a visitor seeks may be found in Taiwan. Many believe Taipei to be the gastronomic capital of Chinese cuisine. Few cities on earth offer more delectable dishes. Like the people of Taiwan, authentic Taiwanese cooking is a combination of cuisines from the many regions of mainland China. Described as the ancient art of the ultimate harmony, the presentation of food delights the eyes as well as the palate. Popular dishes are seafood dishes, deliciously spiced, usually with ginger. A staple of traditional Cantonese cuisine is served in dim sum houses. Waitresses serve a seemingly endless variety of tiny steamed or fried dumplings stuffed with shrimp, pork, or vegetable fillings. In Sichuan cooking and its cousin Hunan, onions, chilies, and ginger are used and are considered by the Chinese to be good antidotes against the cold, damp climate. To the Chinese, the tea ceremony and savoring tea are part of the 7 necessities of daily life. Visit a traditional tea house and learn the art of preparing tea. Hand-picked oolong tea leaves are the most highly prized. The Chinese believe the older and smaller the teapot, the finer the tea. Even the cup deserves appreciation. Tea houses once staged Chinese operas. Though bearing few similarities to the Western-style opera, Chinese opera has melodramatic style and portrays basic good versus evil plots. Although sometimes difficult to follow, characters are identified by the colors painted on their face. Red is reserved for the hero. Green indicates ghosts or demons. Black symbolizes honesty. Gold remains the exclusive color of the gods. In Taipei, visitors may enjoy several Western-style discos and pubs. Or visit a neighborhood beer house or Pizhou Wu. Bright lights and carnival atmosphere of Snake Alley attract crowds to the busy night market. Vendors draw curious onlookers as they pull venomous snakes from cages. Only the truly adventurous sample a snake cocktail, an unusual mixture of snake blood and liquor used by the Chinese as a tonic. North of Taipei, discover the natural beauty of Taiwan in Yanming-san National Park. Hiking trails and hot sulfur springs attract thousands of visitors every year. In spring, a glory of blooming cherry trees and azalea bushes bathe the park in a rosy glow. Visit one of the loveliest regions on the island, the Northeast Coast National Scenic Area. The raging surf of the Pacific has created a majestic, jagged coastline. Magnificent cliffs and unusual rock formations face the Pacific, offering fantastic views. The North Coast Highway links the port city of Keelung with Tan Sui. Tan Sui retains the island's colonial past. Here, the 17th century Spanish fort of San Domingo was known by locals as the home of the red-haired barbarians. Today, golfers flock to Tan Sui to play the Taiwan Golf and Country Club's world-class course. Known affectionately as the Shady Lady of Tan Sui, Golf magazine rated it among the top 50 courses in the world. The island's major topographical feature, the Central Mountain Range, divides eastern and western Taiwan. The East-West Cross-Island Highway, an engineering marvel, cuts through the Central Mountains, taking you through the Taroko Gorge. Around every curve, spectacular scenes of unparalleled beauty unfold. Marble is one of Taiwan's few mineral resources, and an almost inexhaustible supply comes from the surrounding area. At the largest marble showroom, located in nearby Hualien on the East Coast, craftsmen demonstrate how huge sheets of marble are processed for special designing. On the island's west coast, 3 hours from Taipei, is Chanhua, home to a popular Buddhist retreat. Climb the steps to the glass eyes of the 100-foot Buddha and gaze down on the panoramic valleys. Two of Taiwan's oldest temples welcome worshipers in nearby Lukan. Even before entering a temple, worshipers express respectful devotion in prayer at the main incense pot near the entrance. Spirit money is burned to give departed friends and relatives currency in the afterlife. Offerings of food and drink are left on altars to please the gods. Devotion to the gods is evident outside the temples as well. Woodcarvers will work for months on ornate hand-carved temples to be carried through towns during festivals. Carried inside the small temples are icons of their gods. Lukan, once a bustling trading center, now is dedicated to the preservation of Chinese handiwork, whose traditions date back numerous generations. Here, a master craftsman carries on the traditional art of lantern painting. Many of the works are used during the annual Lantern Festival, held around the time of Chinese New Year. The Chinese believe the lighting of a lantern symbolizes the bright light of wisdom and bright hopes for the new year. Along the east-west highway in the central mountain range, the view from the mountaintop resort of Lisan is comparable to a Swiss alpine village. During the winter months on this tropical island, snow skiers make their way to Huahuanshan, a rugged resort 11,000 feet above sea level. Only an hour away, the lovely area of Sun Moon Lake is enhanced by ornate temples and the island's highest shrine, Motherly Pagoda. From Chiang, near the west coast, a 3-hour train ride winds through thick jungles and remote mountain dwellings to the village of Alisan. Unforgettable is the impressive sight of the sun rising over the mysterious sea of clouds of Mount Jade, East Asia's highest peak. Farther south, on the west coast, is Tainan, Taiwan's oldest city and cultural birthplace. Kaosiung, a Ming Dynasty general, brought craftsmen from mainland China, launching the first artistic renaissance here. Known as the City of 100 Temples, Tainan is actually home to more than 200 religious shrines. South of Tainan, Kaosiung, the second largest city, is the departure point for trips around southern Taiwan. Visitors discover the city moves at a slower, more relaxed pace than Taipei. Intricately detailed dragon and tiger pagodas, romantic pavilions, and temples dot the shores of nearby Lotus Lake. An hour from Kaohsiung, Fo-Quan-San, or Light of Buddha Mountain, rises majestically from the lush, rolling hills. Here, the island's tallest Buddhist image dominates the hilltop. "400 monks and nuns reside in the beautiful monastery that also serves as a Buddhist education center. Inviting paths lead past tranquil ponds and courtyards where drawings, statues, and figurines tell the story of Buddhism. Leaving the main island, journey to Taiwan's rural lifestyle on the Penghu Archipelago off the west coast. The islands, also known as the Pescadores, consist of 64 islands, 1/3 of them still uninhabited. Many of these islands are enhanced by fantastic white sand beaches and superb underwater reefs. South of Kaohsiung, the Kending National Park on 81,000 acres attracts thousands of visitors each year. Golden beaches and calm waters are perfect for jet skiing, windsurfing, and other water sports. Scuba divers and snorkelers discover clear waters and fascinating coral formations. All around Taiwan, fantastic fishing, both in saltwater and freshwater, attract dedicated fishermen. Lan Yu, or Orchid Island, is 47 miles off the east coast. Taiwan's smallest and most primitive Aboriginal tribe, the Yami, live on Orchid Island in an isolated environment, apparently unaffected by the outside world. The tribe is known for intricately hand-carved, colorful wooden boats. Craftsmen may diligently work on one vessel for several years before it is taken out to sea. The Yami women, to welcome their men home from the sea, gather in a circle and perform a hair dance, a tradition passed on from mothers to daughters for hundreds of centuries. Back on the main island, the rugged coastline of the East Coast National Scenic Area offers a variety of distinctive rock formations. Here, too, are miles of secluded beach and lush offshore islands. Journey to the friendly land of Taiwan. Our exotic culture will embrace and fascinate you. Our beauty will astound you. Our people will enchant you. Discover the priceless treasures of Taiwan, Republic of China.